What up, Yeti? You might not have all the homework done at the moment. Can you hand it in midstream? I got Mike. Hmm. Yeah, sure. Whatever. You can hand it in midstream. That's fine. How's everybody doing today? I guess I should put an announcement in chat, eh? I don't know if my YouTube's. Let me check to make sure my YouTube's working before I send the announcement, but it never really works when I start it. It might work. We'll see. Am I live? I am live. Okay, wow. I don't get what. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. How am I? I'm sleepy. Very, very sleepy. How you doing, Yeti? I guess I already asked you, huh? So when you guys joined today, did the chat uh did the chat rule pop up at all by chance? Or is that only like if you're like a first time viewer that pops up? I wonder. What up, say May? It's for the first timers. Even if the rules change, and for those who don't know, I mean, I'm sure you all know because you saw in the Discord, right? We've changed the restrictions on the channel. And so we're going to be going forward age gated to 18 plus. Now, that doesn't mean that anything is going to change. Nothing's going to change. We're not going to be doing porn or anything crazy or getting any more lewd. We still might do the occasional like booby drawing like I did recently, but like it's not going to be a focus of the channel, okay? So that's not what this is for. But it gives me, I think, more comfort in how I can speak. I guess is more or less it. Like I feel, it wasn't until like recently, I think, that we just sort of had some viewers that were very very young for me, and so because of that, I just kind of got a little iffy, and I was like, yeah, it's probably good to pull the trigger on this now and just sort of shut that down pretty much. But yeah, so that's it. Moving forward, we're just going to be a little bit more age gated. That's all. Can you look at art and art critiques? Can you look in art critiques? I can look in art critiques, Yeti. Please. Well, since you asked nicely. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Those are nice, dude. Very nice. Let's see. There's not a whole lot to fix here. These are very, very, very well done, Yeti. You put a lot more intention with line quality. The eyebrows is probably something I'll focus on here a little bit. Was this a study? Or did you just whip this out? Very nice, either way. Yeah, for the homework. All right. Okay. So one thing I will say now, in general, these eyes look great. Shireen. Hey, Shireen. So we've changed the rules recently, and we have age gated the community to 18 plus. Unfortunately, that does mean that until you're within the age restrictions, I'm gonna have to ask that you don't attend stream. Unfortunately, I do want to be pretty strict on that rule. I do want to say I appreciate you showing up constantly, but it is sort of I don't know. It's a tough one, right? It's tough. So if you want to ask any questions, that's fine. But I will ask that, unfortunately, just because of the new community rules that we sort of it's tough, dude. It's tough. But yeah. So that said, I know. I just wanted to say hi. Oh, okay. Okay. You scared me, dude. I was like, oh man, am I gonna have to be tough now? Am I gonna have to lay down the hammer? That's why I got boba. But I appreciate you coming in, Shireen, and I just want you to know it's not goodbye. It's just see you later. That's all. That's all. We'll see you later. That's all. All right. Well, good streams. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's just business. Wait. I hate this dictatorship. It's. I'm sorry, guys. Wait, I'm waiting. What do you got to say, NFT? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Give us a last woo. Oh yeah. Oh shit. We're gonna give Shireen. We're gonna give Shireen a send off. A big woo for the goodbye. Ready, Shireen? It was nice having you. I will see you in the future. And for now, I bid you. Oh! I bid you a woo. Mods, figure it out. Bye, guys. Bye bye, Shireen. All right, Yeti. So back to your thing. One thing I want to point out, okay, is the eye height here and the spacing on this. I'm going to do it on a different layer here. So the spacing on this, if you see here, there's a lot of negative space under this eye. I'm going to switch brushes. I'm on my chalk brush. It doesn't work very well for illustrating. Where the fuck? Where's my Cason brush? I think it's on my pens, which is not a great spot for it because it's more of a sketch. Whatever. Anyways, doesn't matter. So the one thing I'll say, Eddie, is there's a lot of negative space under under this eye that there isn't under this one, obviously. And because of that, it implies that they're a little cross-eyed. So one thing you could do to remedy that, it's pretty simple. Am I on your drawing layer here? No, I'm not. Okay, this is the drawing layer. So all you really have to do is just take this eye, and it does mean you're going to have to reapply the shading and all that stuff, but you take this eye, and you just move it up. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to just erase out the part I'm moving up. That way we don't have to erase the eyelashes. It's just going to be a quick little fix. So we're going to slither that on up. Now that might be too much, actually. It's a little much. So a little less than that, actually. So maybe like a couple millimeters here. And the eyes don't always have to have the same sort of negative space underneath them. It's going to depend on sort of the tilt of the head. But in general, they're going to have very similar tilts to them, or negative space to them. See, and now I think that looks a lot more even to me. And it looks a lot more consistent. Now we have an issue where the pupil's a little too off-center, unless we shift the eye over into the middle a bit more. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, I think we're going to have to move the pupil over a little bit. And that's easy. That's also just that and that. And now I've ruined your beautiful shading, but the eyes are no longer cross-eyed, you know? And so, I'm just gonna do a quick fix on your shading. By the way, Yeti, this is a massive improvement. You should be very, 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 very happy with this. Why is this white? Am I? Oh, I'm on the eraser tool. There you go. Another thing I would fix. I would say that I would droop this corner here. So this bottom corner, one thing I've noticed in eyeballs, and this is not every eye, this is very dependent on the person, but it's something that I apply, and I think it gives a little bit more shape variety. And that would be just drooping this ledge here that you have. Like you've got this ledge for the eye plane here. Just making that slightly larger than that front bit, right? So I'm just going to erase this line out and I'm just going to redraw it in there. Oops, with black. And I think it gives more shape variety. We can actually have it curve in and then just sort of come out like that. It'll just give more variety. That's all. There's nothing wrong with the way you did it there. It'll feel less flat. And we'll do it to the other side. And just something like that. Okay, and then I'm just gonna switch song real quick. I just couldn't feel it. It was too electronic for me. Just not feeling it. Not feeling it. Not feeling it. Excuse me. Okay, so that's it. I would also say, and this is very, 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 very minor, okay? But the height here, if I'm looking at the tilt, from that to that, seems a lot more extreme than that to that. And not every human being is perfectly symmetrical, and so you don't have to really focus on that too much. So I'm going to say that type of revision or that type of change, I would ignore. Okay? But it is something to consider. And that's why I'm not a fan of symmetry tools, right? I don't like symmetry tools because they tend to draw things, they tend to make things perfectly identical on both sides. And because of that, it removes some of its appeal, personally, I think. Okay, now on to the eyebrows. So I'm just going to lower the opacity here on your drawing that I've slightly modified. And then I'm going to say for the eyebrows, I would start the eyebrows slightly farther out, just like, because right now they're kind of lined up. And I think maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. I got to look at a human being looking front on for this. Human face front on. I'm pretty sure the eyebrows, in general, surpass the eyes just slightly. Yours do, but I think it's actually might be more. So let's bust out this lady. Where's this lady? Oops. Copy image. So let's just bust out this random lady, and we'll use her to analyze. So if I'm looking here, I mean, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It basically lines up with like her nose bridge. So yours is actually not too far off. So, you know what? As far as critiques go, I'm not going to push that too much. What I will say, though, Yeti, for your eyebrows, is they're very much symbolic right now. And if you don't know what that means, symbolic, you probably know what that means. I'm sure you know what that means, because a lot of artists will use the word symbolic drawing a lot. And so when beginner artists start, when they think of an eye, they'll do this, right? For what they think an eye is. And that's an eye, but it's a symbol of an eye, you know? And so symbolic drawing is what we default to because that's what you see in like emojis or that's what you see in like just general symbols in everyday life. And so we want to avoid symbolic drawing, and so we don't want to sort of outline things fully. Now, there's nothing wrong with outlining it fully, but if you do, I would apply line weight to different areas. And the way I would apply line weight on an eyebrow in particular is I would make the bottom line thinner than the top line. And you have the opposite here. And I think what that implies is that the eyebrow has a heavy shadow below it, which it wouldn't because it's resting on a bone. And sort of that bone is going to be pushing it up to the surface, right? And so you're going to have more light passing through here. Like if you have, let's say you have a brow bone, right? So this is a brow bone, and then you have a bunch of hair on that brow bone, okay? The hair closest to the front here is going to be receiving the most light, and so there's probably not going to be a lot of shadow on it. And so for that reason, I typically won't put heavy lines on the bottom. I don't mind putting on the top if I'm going really stylistic. You're going for a more realistic drawing, so I'll show you how to do that in a second. But if I were doing this stylistically, I would do something, I don't know, maybe like that. And then this just very thin, connecting it, you know. And then maybe I'll throw a little bit more weight here, a little bit more weight here, but I won't have it completely even the whole way through. Now, so that's how I would do it stylistically, right? If I were to do it realistically, what I would do is I would segment the eyebrow. So I'd go like that into one little segment here, another little segment here, this segment being the biggest, okay? And then this final segment just like this. And this exact line direction is what I would use. And you can sort of connect this a little bit. I would do something more like that. And then what you would do is you would basically just make the regions that you want darker on this. And this is where you can actually add more darkness to the bottom of the brow because you actually tend to have more brow density at the bottom of an eyebrow. And then it would taper out as it goes up. And that's just sort of how hair normally splays out, okay? And there are always exceptions to this. This is just if we're being generic. And you don't have to sort of follow that path that you did perfectly. But this is just sort of how I would think about stroke direction and stuff when it comes to eyebrows. Right? So hopefully that helps with the eyebrows. Because I think those are the two that's the advice I would give you when it comes to sort of the brows here. Avoid symbolic drawing, which you did a very good job of here by factoring in all the plane changes and all the sort of depth to the eye and you know the tear duct and the lip here. You even have sort of the eyelashes on here also. I would add a little bit more density to the eyelashes rather than having them just be lines, you know. And I would have the you kind of have it, but I would have them follow sort of the form a little bit more. This one's a bad example here. So as this curves, basically, picture it's on a 90-degree angle here on whatever the angle the curve is at. So if it's here, it's going to be like 90 degrees that way. If it's here, it's going to be 90 degrees that way, that way, that way, that way. As it curves, you're following that curve, and you're looking for that 90 degree here. So yeah, so that's what I would say for that. That would be my critique for those eyebrows, and that's how I would fix those eyebrows, and hopefully that's helpful to you. But yeah, that's it for that revision, basically. Thank you. No problem. No problem. I'm just gonna get a little snack real quick. I haven't eaten yet, and I just got home. So let me just grab some food. I'll be back in 2 minutes. BRB. And then we're gonna go into drawing this feller here. We back. We back. I'm back. All right. All right. I got a tuna sandwich with no plate, so hopefully this doesn't go wrong, but it probably will. But whatever, we'll figure it out. Okay. I'm dripping. Shit, I'm dripping. All right. Let me just eat directly above my tablet. What could go wrong? You guys got anything you want to listen to? I don't know what to listen to tonight. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm hella tired. I did not sleep well last night, and so my brain is working overtime to try and think of what to say, and it's a hard stream today for me. End of the Beginning by Dojo, DJO, whatever. Yeah, it's queued up. How do you guys feel about Kendrick Lamar? I feel like he's kind of overrated. I feel like he's got some good songs. Money Tree's obviously a classic, but I don't know. I don't know if he like really deserves the hype that he has, you know? You don't know about him? Wait, you don't know Kendrick Lamar like at all? You just know he has beef with another guy. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. I mean, his beef with Drake or whatever. But I don't know. I think he's not mid, but he's not as great as like people say he is. Ugh. Bro, alright. I had an apple. It's been chilling in my fridge for like a month, and I'm eating it right now. And I think I like fucking infused it with like the fridge flavor. Like my fridge doesn't taste bad either. That's what I'm saying. This is kind of nice. It's got like a hint of carrot to it because it was in like the same drawer. I got like I like fucking dry aged my apple, dude. This rules. Am I allowed to request arcane music? Yeah, sure. Ma meilleure ennemie. Next time, leave it in a warm spot so it ferments. Hey, but then I've been getting drunk on stream, you know. We're not there yet. I'm almost done eating. How do you guys feel about this rendering style, by the way, on the Twink Shrek? I don't know how I feel about it. I used a different brush than I normally use with more texture, and I tried to be a little bit less blendy, but I don't know. I'm not very good at picking colors, obviously. He's fucking green, so. Alright, whoa! And the thing is, when you zoom out, it's not as bad. When you zoom in, you can see like all. Actually, I don't hate the texture. Now that I look at it, pretty zoomed out. It's kind of like when it's like medium. Like this distance, it looks weird. This distance, it looks fine. This distance, it's actually kind of like nice. I actually kind of like the texture now that I think about it a little bit. But I was trying to like be very, very limited with my strokes. Like you can see for the highlight here, I literally just did one stroke. For the eyes here, I just basically did one of those, one of those. I actually think I could add another one there. Okay, I gotta get my chalk brush. That might be too big. Definitely too big. Something like that. Oh my god. Alright. Maybe I'll have a bit more energy now. Now that I've consumed food. Ugh. Okay. So I'm curious, what as you guys are probably the most regular people here, what would you like to see from the channel in terms of content or in terms of like I'm trying to think more and more about the direction. I don't want to do like super grandiose stuff or anything crazy. I think the sort of the approach we have now of drawing is fine. Animation, duh. That's true. Animation. We are going to have a big animation arc coming up, so that is quite possible. And you're going to watch me just struggle basically to use to use freaking TV Paint. Open the hear to hear that impressive belch. I'd like to see less burping. I mean, I've only burped 50 times in like what, like since I started streaming. That's not too bad, Boba. That's not too bad. I've farted way more than that. You guys just don't hear it because I'm like a fucking a musician with my ass, dude. That shit is finely tuned. My ass, bro. I have full muscle control over my asshole, so I can play melodies and I can also release it silently, and you just can't tell on stream. But trust me, I'm marinating, dude. I'm marinating. Anyways, how you doing, Otter? How you doing? All right. Close. Yeah, this is what he looked like before. Yucky poo poo. Doing good. Alex and I are making our own huge dinner and watching an old Pokemon movie while stuff cooks. Ooh, are you watching like the Pokemon 2000 or whatever? I'm trying to figure out how to make this white feel white within the context of the relative colors. I know typically what you would do. It's a cooler color, but it's also being hit by the light. So I'd push it towards the warms, and then I would just desaturate it, and that should give me like a white. But it's more of a like maybe I could push it a little bit more towards gray and slightly up. I'm trying to learn color theory. I was watching a bunch of videos, and that's why I started doing this. Pokemon Forever with Celebi. Oh, that's the second one. That's the second one. We watched Pokemon 2000 recently because we remembered Lugia being super cool, and we were solely disappointed by how cringe he was. Was he? When you're a kid though, it's dope. Like the one you're watching now is the one where it opens with like Pichu and shit running through the city. I remember that one. Can I get a Peeky Poo? Can I get a Peeky Poo on Discord? Yeah. All right. Very difficult to make white not feel boring. Oh, damn, dude. Damn, these are nice. These are nice. All right. I could definitely give some feedback on these. Okay. Copy image. Okay, so we'll put that there, and then we'll do the... Whoa, I threw my pen. We had a color to this one. Very nice. I can tell you a little bit about the color theory I'm learning. Honestly, your color picking seems to be better than mine, though, so maybe you should tell me what to do. Okay, first things first. You know what I'm going to say, because I always say it. We're going to flip. And hopefully you flipped, and hopefully this is not going to completely shock your brain. But you're mixing it up with the movie about Entei? Oh, shit, right. I don't know, it's been a while. Okay. So if I'm just gonna fuse these layers. Fuse. Merge selected layers. I'm gonna reduce the opacity, and then we're gonna draw over top. And we're going to try and keep the shapes that you have here in terms of the style. Hell nah, you did not flip, or you did flip? I didn't get shocked? Okay, good, good. Damn, did I really burp there? I don't even notice it. Okay, so one thing I'm going to say is you don't have an internal plane here. Oh, why is that white? Oh. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Where's my case and brush? Why is that on my... Okay, there we go. Okay. So looking at this, you're missing the internal plane, so it feels a little weird. The internal plane would be kind of like that. And see how we just adding that line immediately... It might have been a burp. It probably was. I gotta go back to cooking, but wanted to say, hey, might pop back in later, though? Alright. Sounds good. Enjoy Pokemon. Enjoy cooking. All that stuff. See how adding this line here, Yeti, or not Yeti, NFT, just immediately adds depth to it? Just adding that line like that? Well, maybe not that one. That one's a little straight, but following the contour of the eyeball here. It now feels like it's got more three-dimensionality, right? And this would come down sort of like this, right? And then this would convert up into the top lid here. And the top lid is great. Like, the angle's in a perfect spot. And you got the eyelash there. We're just going to let that go. One thing I would say, again, you could, like Yeti, you could place a lip here. And it doesn't really matter whether you put it there or on the outside. The eyelash is always usually on the outside of it because it originates some sort of like here. And so you wouldn't put the eyelashes here. That would be wrong because then they're coming out of the eyeball and that's gross. Okay? That doesn't happen. It's fucked up. You wouldn't do that. You want it coming out of that outside ledge. Since this line is darker, I'm going to assume that outside ledge of yours is where the eyelashes are going to go. Because it looks like you were trying to do some eyelash stuff here. So I'm just going to work with that. And I'm going to throw that in there. So now we're adding depth instantly, right? So these planes, showing showing planes, showing overlap, showing things like that, all these things really, really improve a drawing. Now, the lid on top. So you have the lid on top sort of like this, which is fine. There are people who have lids like this. I would sort of bring the lid in a little bit more like that. Just because it's a very thin piece of skin. And it's not going to go all the way down like that. It just sort of wraps. It's going to come up and down. So I would hug it a little bit more there. How would I do this? Yeah, I'd do something like that probably. So just bring it in a little bit. You could darken this line up here. And you could have this section be real dark. And the reason we're doing that is because this part here, this line here, symbolizes the change of plane from the actual eyeball and eyelid into the brow bone. Okay, so now the brow bone would be sticking out like this, and you'd have sort of this shape coming down like that. And then this would come down also like that, you know, or whatever. Or in your case, you could have it sort of match the way it's going here. Right? The top one was random, the bottom was attempt to a copy reference. That's fine. You can do things stylistically. I would still use reference to sort of think of these planes, right? And to sort of consider these planes. And then underneath the skin, you have like bone, right? And so you get these sort of like weird shapes here sometimes. Not always. I like, if you look at my guy, you can see sort of, you know, this light comes in here because of the way the skull bone sticks out here. Like you can sort of see the skull bone goes like that, right? And that's where all the shadow is, or that's where all the shadow's focused. And so we want to apply that also a little bit. The eyelid, the bottom lid. I would just say be a little bit more brave with your lines. You know, get a little bit more wrinkle in there. Otherwise, it's fine. It looks good. It looks good, dude. I almost called you Yeti again. I don't know why. I'm so tired, guys. But yeah, it looks good. Then from here, you know, you can add if you're doing a woman, you can add well, you can do eyelashes if it's a boy or a girl. It doesn't really matter. The style of the eyelashes would be either lesser or bigger or whatever. I can't talk today. I'm very, 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 very sleepy. Okay, so that's that eye. I would just add more three-dimensionality. I would also... No, your line weight's fine. If you're asking me how I would do it, stylistically, I would add more weight to the top of this line. And I think that shows, like, it shows shadow, and it also shows a nice contrast between the inner color here and the outer color. These are just little things that I apply that add sort of that little extra layer. And if you really want to do cherry on top, you add just sort of like a shadow. And you kind of have the shadow here, but I would just continue it over into the rest of the eye. And then you can hash that if you want, or you can shade it with like a soft brush. Whatever your thing is, you know, whatever your stylistic preference is. I tend to do hash lines. You don't have to do hash lines. That's just what I do. But you'll get a little bit more depth. And these are all little things that take your drawing from an A to an A+, you know? And then if you want to add that a little more to that, well, now you can color in. Can you play Gunslinger by Pegboard Nerds? Something like that. I would make the iris a little bit bigger. That's just me. Now that is also a stylistic choice. There you go. And I think that sort of brings the eye up a notch, you know, and then you could show how it connects into the nose here if you really want to get real extra, but that wasn't really the point of the exercise, so we don't really give a shit too much about that. Okay. Now for the other eye, what I would do, I hate this fucking YouTube chat. All right, there we go. What I would do is, okay, well if we're talking about rendering, let me check the color you picked. It's pretty desaturated. I would say I would desaturate it a little bit more, and I would darken the value a little bit more if we're going rendering. I'm just gonna focus. You know, I'm gonna do a draw over, and I'm gonna get the planes the way that I want them. So, like I said, I would do something like that, and then I would put the apex here, and then drop that down. It's just more interesting of a shape rather than an almond, and there's nothing wrong with the one you did. I'm doing that just to add a little bit of style, I suppose. Can you also play "Don't Mine at Night" by Shady Vox, please? Yeah. I see ponies in this and Minecraft. I know this song is going to be wild. All right. I'm just gonna, you had a eyelash there, so I'll just keep the eyelash there. And you got the lip on the bottom eye here. You got the lip. And you even did it where there's more weight on one side than on the other. The other side doesn't have any lip though. So that's one thing I would maybe fix. I'd also make you come when you come out of the tear duct here, oftentimes what happens is like let's say this is the tear duct of the eye comes up slightly and then curves down. Okay, so you get sort of like this little hill here. Where yours, you have the little hill, but it's very subtle. And I think if you push that more, it'll be a little bit more appealing. Just a little bit more. This guy has a very weird brow bone, it looks like. So I think what you're trying to do is this would be the top brow. I don't even know. Like what? The brow feels very tight to me. I mean, it's possible. You can definitely have your brow looking like that. Just feels a little tight to me. We'll just keep it that way then. So your shadow here implies that there's this like curve. If you're looking at your shading, right, you can see it's like a lot darker in this section here. And that to me implies that there's like depth there, right? But the eyelid wouldn't curve like that. It would wrap around the eyeball underneath it, and the eyeball underneath it is sort of like this, right? Like even if we add this internal plane here. And so the eyelid would have shadow probably a little bit here-ish and a little bit here-ish, but it would get lighter. And this is very ugly rendering, but it would come up like that, right? Same deal with the other side. That's where I would focus the shadow. And by the way, guys, when I say like when I draw and I draw eyes very simplistically, and I'm saying I'm put extra line weight on these corners here and these corners here, it's because that's where a lot of these shadows tend to be, just based on most people's bone structure. Male, female, doesn't really matter. You're gonna get a lot of shadow in these areas. I'm gonna bring this over just because it feels a little bit too close for me. I'm gonna bring this brow over a little bit. It just felt like the brow bone was a little low. I'm gonna draw the shape of the brow bone as I would imagine it. It'd be something like that, right? And then you'd have this three-dimensional form to it. Larry Moore. How are you over there on Kick, Larry Moore? How you doing? Now, the other thing I would say, NFT, I'll just throw a little bit more plain here on the bottom. For the bottom here, I see what you're trying to do is show sort of volume, like the eyeball is pushing on the shape underneath, and you got this like fat pad. Doing good. How are you? I'm chilling, dude. Just we're doing some eye revisions from some of the viewers over on Discord. And so right now we're just giving revisions to our boy NFT who's watching on Twitch. And we're apparently listening to Minecraft slash My Little Pony music. Regular content here. That wouldn't work. Okay, so NFT, what you did here is fine. What this is underneath here is it's a combination of fat and also just sort of like coloration from skin. But it also wraps around the eye. So your fat pads will store down here. Like what people think like dark bags are actually little fat pads. So if you lose weight, a lot of that gets reduced as well. But it is very thin skin, so you can see the shape very well of the fat underneath, and that's why you get sort of these weird wrinkles and bulges and all that good stuff. Damn, whoever requested this must be weird. No comment. So I would just do something like that, because you have to think of how it's going to wrap around this eyeball here that's underneath, right? And because we have this eyeball, it has to sort of follow that. It wouldn't really go across like this. I mean, it could, but it has to feel like it's wrapping around that eyeball. So I'm just going to draw the eyeball through. And it's not going to be a perfect circle. It's just more to illustrate the point. Yeah, I don't like it actually. We'll just pretend there's an eyeball there. And so I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna put these here, and I mean, if it's like an old man, you do like crow's feet, maybe. I don't know. Bob. Okay. So how do we change that? We changed up a little bit of the eye shape. Whoops, why did I zoom in? We added a little bit more depth underneath here. Added some wrinkles. And now we're gonna go into the rendering, okay? So I'm gonna reduce this line a little bit. I'm gonna use it as a guide, and I'm gonna render over top your guy. I'm gonna bring the values back up here. So if I'm color picking, I'm going to switch to my chalk brush. So if I'm color picking here, so we got, that looks like that's our dark, which is pretty light, okay? Then our light is this, and it's more saturated than the dark. So you have a more desaturated dark. See how it moves over to the left there? Super Team 97, yo, what up, dog? How you doing? How you doing? We're doing eyeball revisions right now. Did you draw that? I did not draw this. I drew this. These are from some viewers on my Discord, and we're doing revisions for them right now. And I'm going through sort of how I'm thinking about picking colors and whatnot. And a lot of my viewers are on Twitch. Some are apparently today on Kick. And yeah, so, you're welcome to join us on either platform. I will respond to you as best as I can. And yeah, welcome. You followed? Hell yeah, dude. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. So going back into this NFT, what I'm noticing is, look, your darker line color here is less saturated. So on your darker value, it's lower in saturation. I'm going to put S for saturation. Than the lighter color that you picked for the flesh tone. What when you pick darker colors, you typically will desaturate them. Okay, so if you're working off of a local color is just a word for the sort of the base color that you're using, right? The base color of your skin. Wait, what is this for? So in my Discord, Super Team 97, we have a little channel where people can share their art, and then I bring it up on stream, and I'll do revisions, and I'll tell people how to make little fixes, tweaks, whatever. And you know, just I was drawing this originally, but now we're just sort of doing a little side quest and doing some revisions for a viewer right now. So now going into what I was saying, so the saturation on this would be lower. So what I'm gonna do is the saturation would be higher, is what I'm saying. The shadows should be more saturated than the lights, okay? And they should be cooler colors than the lights. And cooler is just a way of thinking, look, if I have orange or yellow here, these are warm colors. These are all warm colors, okay? Now, they're warm because they reflect warmth. Sun, blood, life, you know? And then the more you push towards blue, the cooler a color gets, okay? And so these two things, warm colors and cool colors, right, are things that you want to keep in mind when you're doing colors. Warm, and then cool. And the reason your shadows, that is a nice drawing. You hear that, NFT? It's a nice drawing. So the reason you're doing cooler colors for shadows is because there's less sunlight hitting it. It's that simple. There's less sunlight hitting it, so it's a colder area. You know, if you're directly in the sun, you're going to be warmer, whereas if you're in the shadow, you're going to be cooler. That's just a very simple way of thinking about it. Can you play Hero by Pegboard Nerds as well? I can do that. Pegboard. Pegboard Nerds. What am I doing? Hero? Alright, I'll cue it up. Okay. Now, with that said, okay, what you can do is you can pick your local color. So if this is the base color we're working off of, like this one up here, what I would do is I would take this color, make sure that's the right color. I take that color, which is a warm color. I'm going to push it slightly more towards saturation, not a whole lot, just a little bit. And I'm going to push the hue slightly more towards blue because it's going to make the color cooler. If we're in the orange here and we go down towards the pink and blue and purple, we're making it cooler. And then instantly, now we've got a cooler color to use for our shadows. Okay? And so that's what I would use for the shadow here. And I'm trying to make sure that I'm focusing on the actual structure that it's wrapping around here, right? Now, in this area, as you go up to the tear duct, there's also a lot of grease and a lot of oil that builds up because the tear duct produces liquid, right? So if you notice on my guy, you see sort of these little lines here that sort of point into the eye. And that's because the tear duct is creating a lot of humidity there, and so the light is going to catch there more, and you're going to have a little bit of a highlight. So you can take that color, you can take the local color, sorry, I should say. So this color here, the local color. And then what you could do is you can push that towards the lights. You can shift the hue a little bit. Doesn't matter if you... Can you draw my dick? No, dude, I'm not drawing your dick. I don't even know if I'd be able to see it. It's so small, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't think my canvas can zoom in that much. But I appreciate the offer. Maybe next time. And so what you want to do is you want to pick your local color, and then you want to tone down the saturation, and you want to increase the value. So you're pushing it more towards white. And you're not going to go pure white because it's going to be weird, but you are going to go slightly more white. And then you can have that run into the tear duct. And this is not very pretty, but this is just a quick way of thinking about it. And blocking all these shapes in and stuff is something that you do when you first start out. And you can play with your colors, you know, if you're like, I don't like that brown, maybe I'll nudge it a little bit this way. You know, maybe I'll make it a little bit more of this hue or whatever. Maybe I want to change my colors up a little bit. And then you would do that also for sort of in here as well as in here. And you can crank the saturation, lower the value. Depends on how dark you want to go, what the lighting is. There's a whole lot of stuff to consider. I drew art for the singer in the past. Did you really, Bobo? Like fan art or like he commissioned you? Right? And see how just adding a cooler and more saturated warm value immediately just makes it feel more lively than what we had before? Like you've got saturation here, but if I had to guess, it's probably lighter. So yeah, it's really higher up on the value scale. It's even lighter than the local value. So there's more light in here, which implies like a glow than what I had here. And look, this is rough, but I'm just blocking in shapes or whatever. Okay, so now we're going to crank the value up a little bit and the saturation down as we're adding highlights on the brow bone here. And then the whole thing with painting is just pushing and pulling and doing all that stuff. And you could keep doing it forever, but you just want to get to a point where you like it. Okay, but it creates more depth. Now, around the tear duct, I wouldn't go pink with the tear duct. I would actually go, how would I do the tear duct? I gotta think about it. Sorry, it's probably too small to see for art. You need a good reference. That's what I'm saying, dude. He just said it too. So for the plane here, there's a lot of moisture that picks up along that lip around the edge. And so because of that, you're going to take the local color, you're going to push it up in value slightly, and then I always, whenever I'm shifting planes or whatever, I change the hue to either be warmer or cooler. Okay? And in this case, I'm going to go cooler. Fuck it. I don't think there's any particular like logic for this, but the eye here, I think I'm going to go more flesh colored. So if you go back to your local color, we're going to shift that to slightly desaturated, and then we're going to use that for the eye color. So the eye is basically just like an offset of the actual skin color. So it's going to be very similar to the skin color. And again, when we're applying shadow to the eye, all you take is the eye color, you push it towards the cools, and you apply a little bit more saturation and lower value. And that'll give you a shadow color. Right? These tricks are really, really simple. If you're adding a shadow, you just take the color that you want to shade, you push it towards saturation, so you make it more saturated, and you decrease the value. And if you want to add flavor, which I recommend you do every time, you shift the hue slightly towards cooler. And now I'm going to add a really, really dark shadow here. I'm going to shift towards cooler. I'm going to add just like a lip underneath here. Right? And it's just going to pop more. So color picking is kind of simple in a way. It's also not, you know, because color is very subjective. It's probably the most suggestive part of art. But there are things that help you make objective decisions about the art. something like that. I would even go a little bit darker here and a little bit more saturated. I'm going to cool it down. And I'm just going to throw a little bit more tonal range here in this corner. A little darker, actually. There you go. And now we got this color here, which is very, very, very light. I'm going to desaturate it a little bit, and I'm going to push it more towards the warms because the light is going to be hitting that top lid, right? So we're going to shift the hue towards the warms, desaturate, and move it over, and we'll use something like that. And then it's just about, carving out the shape using the values that you have here. So hopefully this helps NFT. Hopefully this gives you sort of a guide. Now, for the iris here, back to what I said earlier, you've kind of got this dark line on the outside, but I would darken it more towards the tops here. And I would create a much larger contrast. So I would actually crank this up slightly. And the eyes are very fun because you can get real crazy with it. So I can shift the colors over a lot here, still keeping it within that sort of local color range, but I'm getting a little bit crazier. Maybe I'll do a little bit of yellow there, then maybe I'll add cool it down. Maybe I'll just move that over, make it a little less desaturated. And I'll do that there. You can get pretty crazy with it. This is where you can get wild and wacky. That could be a little darker. I'm just going to go pure black here. Right? And see how that contrast just sort of makes it pop a little bit more? Now, the highlights you can actually go pretty close to pure white. That's like the one thing you can go pretty close to pure white if you want to. I think your eyelashes need a little bit more value to them. So I'm just gonna leave it at that NFT, because that's a lot of information to absorb. So I'm not gonna dive too much more into it. But if you're gonna take anything out of this, is just if you're adding shadows, you push things towards the saturation. Okay, so you saturate the saturation goes up for a shadow, and the value goes down. And for lights and local colors, it's the opposite. And with that in mind, let's get back into doing this guy. Does that help, NFT? I don't even know if he's still here. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna try and tackle the hands now. So I'm gonna merge these. Actually, I don't even need this layer anymore. Yeah, if you know Dragon Age Inquisition, she sang the Tavern song for that game. Elizabetta, she commissioned me. I was drawing different stuff for her. Oh, cool. Damn. Very nice, dude. I'm gonna try and do the hand. Today may be a short stream, guys. I'm pretty tired Very low energy, actually. But, we're going to keep going for now. We're doing at least 2 hours. For sure, we're doing at least 2 hours. Okay. Picking my local color here. My shadows are pretty dark. Was my Okay, I don't hate the way this is looking. Hey, I'll just leave it at that. We'll just darken the values we need to darken a little bit. You can add a little bit of purple there. Okay, onto this hand. And then we're just going to color pick based off of what I already have here on this hand, and we're just going to sort of match that. And we'll use the purple to add like a little bit of a contour line here on these. We're going to go real subtle with the purple. I'm thinking like 5%-ish. Something like that. Then we'll throw it on the thumb. And it looks like I'm putting a lot down here on this finger, but I'm going to go over it with green and just sort of reduce it. So I'm going to grab that. Fucking finally, the electricity went out. No, you missed the whole revision. It's okay. We went in depth on color. I would recommend looking at the VOD because it's very very useful. But the summary to take out of it is if you're adding a shadow, shad, you decrease the saturation, S for saturation, or sorry, you increase the saturation. What am I saying? Increase the saturation, and you decrease the value. And if you're doing a local color or just a base color, normal color, in light, normal, you decrease the saturation and you increase the value. Part of me wants to redo the head area. Let me do head 2. Did I use my critique or can I ask for one more for animation? You can ask for one more, dude. I'm just trying to add a little bit more contrast on this. You're the best. Yeah. I think that looks better. Like if I'm looking at that versus that, I think it looks better. It's less messy. There's clearer planes. One thing I'll say, I think this plane comes down a little too low. So Did you post your critique? No, not yet. Sometimes you also got to tell them he's poop to keep the contrast, you know? If it's all positive compliments, then they start losing strength over time because of saturation. Huh? Bro, tweaking, dude. Saturation, coldness, saturation, a little bit more actually on the saturation side. I realized I'm way more aware about the timing and the arcs. Oh shit! Civil Teach. I can't read, dude. What the hell? Sigil TV's ready with a party of 10? Holy! What up? What up, Sigil Squad? How you guys doing today? We're doing a little bit of sketching. I was just giving a little tutorial on values and color and all that stuff while I try and work my way through this. Oh, we got a follower. Thank you for the follow.
Fuck.
I appreciate you, Hawk to Kill 57. Kendrick in the background, yippee. Yeah, we try, dude. We try. Honestly, I had some pretty controversial opinions about Kendrick earlier, so I don't know if you guys are Team Kendrick, then maybe I'll just pander to the audience, you know? Maybe I'll just sell my soul a little bit. I'll go a little political and you know, opt for the positive answer. Can we give a shout out to oh, we already did. Did we? Yeah, we did. Very sweet stuff, Pa. Thank you, Mr. Sigil. Team Kendrick is the obvious choice. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I'll just plead the fifth. I'll just plead the fifth. I'm not. This has nothing to do with the Drake beef, by the way. This is just 100% me thinking. You know, whatever you think, Sigil, I agree. That's the type of shit I'm on. When in Rome, you know. So how are you guys doing? How was your stream today, Sigil TV? What do you do? Are you a naughty little gamer, or do you like to play art? Do you like to play art? CG Sigil? No, I draw. Oh shit, he's an artist too. Damn, dude. Drop an Instagram link in the chat, or you can send me a link to a specific drawing, and I'll pull it up on stream. Did you cover color theory? Because that's some tough stuff. Yeah, well, basically, if you look right here, I have just a small little guide that sort of influences my decisions, right? And the basic, it says shad there, but the reality is that's just short for shadow because I'm a lazy. Much like other Twitch streamers, I'm very lazy. No need to do that, pal. Hey, man, look, I'm throwing it out there as an option. If you want to share your art, all of my community is artists, okay? So they're super down to check out your shit and throw you a follow or whatever. So full opportunity, go for it. He's very talented. Come on, man. Now you gotta share it. Now you gotta share it. We got talented dudes raiding me. Come on, man. Drop the link, dude. Drop the link. All right, I'll stop pestering you. If you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. But all right, so shad is for shadow, right? And whenever I'm looking at shadows, basically my rule of thumb is I'm increasing the saturation. That's what this S is here, and I'm decreasing the value. And then for, you know, local colors or normal colors or whatever, I'm doing the same. I'm doing the opposite. Just like going to art school again? Unfortunately, dude. Unfortunately. You love his art style? Well, he won't show me his art style. I'm gonna have to stalk him a little bit. I'm gonna click on his name. Let's pull up his Instagram, or not his Instagram. Let's pull up his Twitch. Okay, and then we're gonna go find his about section. Ah, no links to Instagram. Come on, man. All right, we got TikTok. We got a TikToker. Ooh, he does traditional. He's a marker fella. Are you a marker fella, Sigil? Is that what we're dealing with? Sigil, just accept the love. Take it, bro. I'm shooting my love all over you, dog. That wasn't a misspeak, by the way. Alright, what was I saying? I was saying something before I got weird and creepy. I was drawing hands and I was talking about values and I was talking about creating more contrast in the face. Oops. Sorry. I'm blushing, dude. I've been blushing since you guys rated me. I almost let out an ooh woo, but I'm not gonna debase myself that much, so I still have a little bit of self-respect. Yeah. Well, I guess you know what? I can yap about myself. Since you don't want to take any of the spotlight, Sigil, I'll gladly take it because I'm a narcissist. You know, I love talking about me. So I'm an artist. Duh. You know, we draw shit, we draw dudes. This guy has been dubbed Twink Shrek by my community. I didn't choose the name. This is what people call him. So this is Twink Shrek. On this other tab here, we were drawing lovely ladies with big boobas. I started doing this. I don't think my community's actually seen this because I just kind of did this in my. I was like just sort of sketching away yesterday. So we got some sussy ladies here, and then this dog who's missing paws. There's a lot that needs to be done. The honored one. What do you mean? I can't see those emojis, guys. My freaking BTTV or whatever the hell is not active. Oh, you're learning so much, Hollow Purple. Oh, I see. I see. There's stuff up there. You guys communicate exclusively in like emojis and hieroglyphs, huh? Interesting. Excuse me. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm drawing this hand. I'm trying to figure out where I want the shadows to be, where I don't want the shadows to be. I'm mostly looking for form and shape and blah 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 blah. I don't know if you guys are super into art tutorials, but that's a lot of what we do here. So, not usually. We don't. You don't normally communicate in hieroglyphs. Look, guys. Full transparency. I'm an old ass dude. All right. I'm 30 years old. I'm an old man. I creak when I walk around. My shoulder hurts. All right. I look tired all the time, and I work in a gray cubicle, and so I don't get all this freaking this young buck emoji stuff. Hawk to kill is 57. Hawk to kill 57 is 32. Damn, poor guy. I am not. You're 37? You got me beat, bro. You got me beat. Looking down the barrel of 40. I'll get there. I'll get there. I'm 28. Angel just likes to ruffle my feathers. 28's basically 30, dude. Once you're past 27, it's all 30. You know? That's how it was for me. I don't know about you other 30-year-olds in chat, but like once you're past 27, you're 30, bro. Sorry to break the news to you. I always win the old award, not a prize I want. Hey, I had a guy in chat who was like, he was like 58, I think, or something like that. He was like, I was gonna say crazy old. That's pretty old, I guess. It's like my mom's age. Women like to hold on to their 20s. I think fellas do too, but you know, I don't hate aging. I don't hate aging. For now, anyways. I think once I'm like crippled and decrepit and like I'm cracking more than I am, then maybe it'll really really suck. But for now, I'm still spry. I'm youthful. I'm a handsome little buck, dude. I'm out there. You guys are distracting me, which is a good thing, by the way. That's not a negative. I'm losing track of what the hell I was doing. Outing me as a woman. Uh-oh, we got a lady in chat. Everybody be nice. I'm just kidding. My demographic is primarily gays for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't choose the demographic. Everybody in my chat is gay. So, you know. Woman, I guess, is the next closest thing. Not a lady, gross. Yeah, I mean, look, I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say it. You're getting your cooties all over my chat, dude. I'm just kidding. We love ladies. We love ladies. How gay is snack? Who added that? Who added that, dude? That's fucking Boba added that shit, dude. I know he did. Boba, where are you? Stop hiding. So were you guys? You guys were drawing sigil. What were you drawing? And why did you pick little old me? We all knew snack. Catsnak got a little sweetness to him today. What did you do to my Nightbot, Boba? That's fucked up. And we all knew Snack was 69% gay. I don't know if it's just me, but I'd purchase a t-shirt that has the phrase "time for a daily yap sesh." I can yap, bro. I can yap like no tomorrow. Ask Catsnack, are you gay? Oh my god, no. I did not say that, first of all. I never said, oh my god, no, exclamation mark, all caps. You guys are slandering me right now. I'm 1% less gay than you? Dude, this is rigged. This is rigged. NFT's for sure gayer than me, bro. I'm the supreme straight male in chat, alright? And I'm white. The ultimate villain, okay? And yes, guys, I am usually this edgy. Are you a cat or dog guy? Dog guy, 100%. Dog guy, all day. Dogs are the superior race or species or breed or whatever. Catsnack is biased as a mouse. Oh yeah, I guess I should explain the shtick, huh? So I'm a VTuberless VTuber. If you could believe it, all right? And my whole brand, well, it's not my whole brand, actually, but part of my brand is that I don't have a VTuber model. It has nothing to do with me being poor, okay, so don't ask. But I don't have a VTuber model, but I am a VTuber at heart, okay? And if you don't like that, you're probably right. It's not a respectable career choice, but nonetheless, it is what I am. Make this dude your VTuber. This dude, Twink Shrek. I don't know if Twink Shrek is gonna be my VTuber. We've got a design for the VTuber. It's in the lab, and it'll probably be there for a little while. I don't know what a VTuber is. Damn my ancient bones. Oh my god, you've been spared. You ever see people that like they look like anime characters and they all look like generic anime characters? Okay, they look like this with the sparkle in their eye, and they have hair, right, and bangs, okay, and massive tits, okay, and they stand like this, and when they talk, they do this, okay. You put their pivot point here. They basically rotate around like this when they talk, and then they move up and down a little bit, and their head has a little bit of... That's a VTuber, okay? It's basically a model that tracks your face and mimics your movements through a typically anime avatar. But we're unique here, guys. We're quirky. We're quirky, all right? We're not like the other girls. And so what we do is, well, first of all, we don't have a model. But when we do, it won't be an anime character, okay? It'll be a little mouse guy. Who's me, dude? I'm Snack. I'm a cat snack. That's the bit, okay? I'm a snack for a cat. People just call me Snack though. But yeah, the idea is I don't know how I'm explaining this. It sounds cringer and cringer the more I talk. But look, we're gonna be a little cute little mouse guy, okay? And he's not gonna be anime. And we're not furries, okay? So don't get it twisted. It's different. We're in our own lane, all right? I'm evolved. I'm gonna lead the scene, okay? You just watch. Mark my words. Oh Oh shit, Angel with the Stark. Angel with the Stark. Angel R. Stark with the follow. Thank you so much. Staring at the furry tag. Look, man, that's just business, alright? The furry tag is just business. This is an 18 plus furry channel. Shut the fuck up. We're not furries, okay? Angel with the Stark. For clarity, Angel Stark, okay? Can I call you Angel? Angel, I slept like 4 hours last night, so if I sound really fucked up and incoherent, that's why. And if I'm yapping nonsensically, that's why, okay? The fact that I'm able to string this many words together without stuttering, to me, is impressive. You know, I just did a full work day, and now I come back here and I'm drawing Twink Shrek, chatting to a bunch of strangers, which I love, by the way, guys. I love attention, so keep it up. Oh, I guess this is a good time to market my Discord. If any of you guys like to draw, by the way, I'm about to get this is about to be an ad, by the way. Hashtag ad. If you guys like to draw and you like feedback and you like critiques and you like sharing your art, you're welcome to join our Discord group and post in the critique channel, and I'll do live critiques of your work. If you think you're better than me and my shit sucks, then, you know, I'll do it anyways. But so the option is yours. All right, y'all, I'm gonna hop off and set up my own stream. Oh, shit. Hawk to Kill. Any relation to Hawk Tua, by the way? I just gotta ask before you go. All right, you're gone. All right, nice see you around, dude. Peace. Catch you in the next one. No? All right, all right. Okay, all right. I struck a nerve. I get it. All right, no relation. No relation. She hates it. What came first, Hawk to Kill or Hawk Tua? Look, I'm delaying her inevitable departure. You could leave Haktua. I get it. I've officially lost a fan forever. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Okay, it was just a joke. It was just a silly little prank. I was just being cheeky. I was Hawk to Kill for like 13 years before Haktua. I believe you. I believe you. Trust me. I believe you. I got the username from playing laser tag, and it was a randomly generated name, and I kept it. That's pretty sick. I had a buddy who was on the national team, the Canadian national like laser tag team. That's all. Like I played laser tag a few times in my life, but I just had like one buddy who did that, so that's my relation to it. But yeah, that's cool. Hawk to Kill. If you gotta go, by the way, I don't want to keep you. I appreciate you coming by and chatting shit with me. It's always fun. You're fine. It's just so funny. I mean, look, I figured you weren't related. Hawk Tua, she's new era, right? You're like me, dude. We're old kin, all right? We're aged. Little patina on us, you know? So all that new stuff, that ain't us. I get it. Hawk to Kill 57, you're gonna hop off. Nice to meet you. All right, nice to meet you too, Hawk to Kill 57. Almost said Hawk Tua. Fuck. I'll get used to it. I'll be leaving for the Hawk Tua stream. All right. You go talk Tua, all right? I'll see you over there, baby. What the fuck was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm drawing. What's laser tag? Laser tag is it's like paintball with lasers. This is the best way. It's painless paintball with lasers. You're not allowed to run because the room is dark, but people do it anyways. It's basically just it's an excuse for adults to bully kids, much like my channel was for a little bit, but. Ever since we've converted. Now we're pure. We're above that. It is, yeah. It's like $20. You get to bully kids for like an hour and a half. Look, I think if laser tag marketed itself that way, oh, shit, I just threw my pen. I think it would sell a lot better, in my opinion. That's my humble opinion. Okay? And if you own a laser tag company, you're welcome to use that as your sales pitch. Dude, this brush is so light. It's so hard to like draw over shit. I feel like I get smoked by kids these days, to be honest. Too much Fortnite for them to be bad at laser tag. I don't know, dude. It's like a different it's a different like muscle chain though, right? Because you're like if you're used to flicking the mouse around, does that really translate to, you know, bobbing and weaving? I feel like us old dudes, we played sports growing up, you know. We got the athletics. Well, I don't know, maybe not. I'm getting old. You know, my lungs ain't what they used to be, but I played hockey my whole life, so you know, I think I could fucking smoke a kid in a foot race. I believe it. And you know what? I'd get a little new school. I'd emote on their ass too when I do win. I'd hit a stanky leg or something. I don't know. Whatever pisses off kids the most these days. Did not play sports. Well, I tried out for baseball, but it was too late to be on the team. Ah, that's too bad, dude. That's too bad. Yeah, it's crazy. This color looks like purple, but it's like green. Interesting. Let's push that towards cools. And softball. Well, I don't know. I'm Canadian, so I don't. We don't have a lot of softball here. A lot of people play hockey for sure. I knew of softball leagues. I just didn't know a lot of people who played softball. So what's the story behind the guy you're drawing? There's really no story. I was just sort of sketching random shit. I can't. Where's my line art? I think my line art's on this layer. So I was just sort of sketching random shit, and then everybody was making fun of me and saying I can't color things properly. Everybody was like, Snack doesn't like the color. Snack doesn't like the color. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna fuck you guys. I'm gonna color this shit. And so I've been coloring him, and then somebody said so he just loves drawing random things. I'm not beating the gay allegations. You're not wrong though. You're not wrong. I just like the build, dude. I like that athleticism, you know? It's because they're sporty. That's why, guys. It's because they're sporty. It's nothing else. But yeah, so there's no crazy story behind this dude. We're just fucking around, just drawing. I don't draw like with any intention behind the drawing. I just kind of draw because I feel like it, I guess. But there's nothing. There's no fancy lore or anything to this guy. He's just a random dude that I shat out in the last couple days. Hashtag 8ball is snack lying. I don't like all. I should have never given power to Boba to use my Nightbot. Stop. Shut up, Nightbot. Do you like to draw biz? Eh? Can I call you BB or BZ? You're the older dude, right? You're 37. You're like me. You can call me B or Biz or Crystal. Yeah, I'm 37. All right, all right, all right. I'm never gonna remember Crystal when I see that name, so I'm gonna call you B. Actually, I'm gonna call you Buzz because we had a B. We had a B for a while. So actually, fuck it. I'm just gonna call you Crystal. I don't know. I'll figure it out. You know what? I'll play it by ear, and whatever sticks, sticks. How about that? So, Crystal, you like to draw? Yes, you're 37. I assume the yes is to the age and not to the drawing question, but yes, I do, but I'm not good at it. Ah, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. The whole point is, you know, like if you want to get better at it, you can work at it. If you're just like a hobbyist, I mean, I'm a hobbyist too, but it's like you know, if you like to draw, you just like to draw, whatever it is, right? Like I think a lot of people put a lot of emotional stock on sort of always being incredibly good at something. And look, I'm guilty of it, right? I get on here and I give these big grandiose speeches about wanting to be great at drawing and sort of grinding and all that shit. But the reality is if you just like to draw, you just like to draw. It doesn't matter sort of what level you're at and what your goals are, or if you have lofty goals or not, or if you just, if you like to draw, you're in the right place. That's all. I could be, but I don't have the patience. Yeah, it's tough, especially like as you in my experience, as you get older, your life tends to stabilize, friends tend to become a lot more regular, and if it becomes harder to form habits a little bit. Maybe you're not like that though, but in my case, it's definitely a little bit trickier. And so finding things that sort of anchor me to my will to draw gets harder and harder as time goes on. You're working on a character sheet, Seimei? Hell yeah. Especially when you're riddled with ADHD and have a newborn. Yeah, exactly. There you go. I don't have a newborn, as far as I know. Fingers crossed on that one. But so I got time, and the viewers keep me humble. If it weren't for them, straight up, I don't think I'd be drawn as much as I do. Ask, do you support trans rights? Yeah. I don't know, Kev. I don't know what that means. While your art is sick, thanks, Crystal. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you guys for stopping by. I don't know if Sigil's still here, but thank him for me next time you see him. You know. So it was a lonely stream today. I think a little bit. Friday streams for me tend to be a little lighter, and then the Saturday Sunday streams tend to go a little harder. So today was a little bit of a lonely one. So it's always nice seeing some new faces. And if you want to come back, I won't complain at all. I won't complain at all. In fact, I'll like it. I dare to say it. I'll like it. Not in a weird way, right? At all. Oh shit! Oh shit! We got the crystal follow, dude. One of the wolf pack. Thanks. I'm about to go Hawk to Kill stream. I'm glad to have stopped by. It's been chill. All right, go Hawk to or talk to or whatever. See ya. Bye. Peace. Working on expressions for my cute little bunny. Hell yeah, dude. Chad, does somebody want to go scope out Hawk to a Girl's stream? Because I actually gotta go pretty soon. I said it was gonna be like a sub 2 hour stream today. I know. Boo! Fuck you, snack. I know, but it's like I do gotta take off. One of my buddies came down from Texas. I'm going to see him, and so I think you know what the natural progression of this stream is just for me to dump you into Hawk Tua's channel. I was just about to post the animation. That's fine. You can post the animation. I'll be quick with it. She hasn't started playing anything yet? Oh. Boo. Whatever. We'll do these little triangles then for now. Kat, I haven't finished the homework. Well, you better hurry up, Yeti. You can hand it in tomorrow if you want to. Also, I should probably announce next week's homework, eh? We're doing noses for next Friday. That's the homework for next Friday. We're doing noses. Oh shit. Busy, the big step. What's my punishment? Did I say I was gonna punish people? Or is this just a thing you want from me? It's possible I said I was gonna punish people and completely forgot, but take the star away. Oh yeah, you lose your star, Yeti. Sorry. It's gotta that's fair. That's fair. You were so close to getting a second star. So close. Okay, let me look at NFT. Have you posted your animation yet? Just did. The star's already gone. Excellent. Excellent. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let me Zale art. Oh shit, dude. We got freaking Zale art showing up. Damn. How'd your long ass stream go, bro? I showed up. I think I told you. I told you last time I rated you, but I showed up like I showed up in the middle of your stream, and there was like you were like streaming for 27 hours, and I was like, holy fuck, bro. But then at the same time, you were like, yeah, that was actually a 100-hour stream, and I was like, oh shit. I guess I only saw the beginning. You got sick. It's all your viewers' fault. Yeah, that's usually what I do too. Is just blame the viewers. It's so much easier, and they kind of deserve it most of the time, anyways. So, but how you doing, Zale? You streaming today? I'm gonna push this a little bit more towards. We'll do warm, and then we'll saturate it a little bit. It might be too much. I might have done too much there. It's not too bad actually. Just want like a dusty look to it, you know. I streamed way earlier, another 9 hours, like yesterday and the day before and the day before that too. You're fucking cracked, bro. I could never. Chad, don't get ideas off this guy. All right, I'm not doing none of that. All right, I'm gonna keep doing my basic bitch schedule, my Friday to Monday. Okay, but don't hold out hope for any 12-hour streams or anything insane, guys. I'm old. Okay, I can't be doing that. You all know this. Do you think you'd do it if you didn't have a job? Yeah, honestly, Boba, yeah. I'd honestly, Boba, if I didn't have a job, I'd probably do a 12-hour stream every month. It wouldn't bother me at all. I just don't have the energy for it right now. Like there's days I draw straight up like 12 hours. It's just, talking for 12 hours is another beast though, Yapping away for 12 hours is rough. You have 280 hours of stream time for this last 30 days. You went for that 100-hour stream. Yeah, I mean, my total stream time, I think, is sub 400 still. And I've been streaming since May. That's when I started my career. Also, Yeti, I didn't, not Yeti, NFT, I didn't forget you. I still know I gotta give you that feedback on your animation. We'll get to it. You started around there too? What made you want to start streaming? I know you mentioned a few times sort of the cost of living in I can't remember where you live, some South American country. and how it's just a lot cheaper, and so you can get away with streaming and a lower income. I'm lazy. Streaming keeps me accountable to drawing. Yeah, that's dude. I talk about that all the time. The people that show up for me, I feel a degree of guilt if I don't show up for them. Do you feel that, Zale? Like I feel like I have to be there for my viewers because they're there for me, you know? And I have a lot of respect for them because of that. And I had to do a difficult thing recently. I recently changed the stream age. So we age gated it so it's 18 plus now. And I had to basically boot a lot of my viewers. And it was I won't lie, guys, I lost some sleep over it. It was a hard thing for me, but it had to be done. You know? Just the content we go over sometimes, it's just we had to do it. Had to do it to him. I get away with doing comms for a living. People miss you when you're not around. Yeah, I mean, I have a Discord, right? So people can always chat at me. I try to be active in there. I try not to ignore my audience in the Discord. So I think I'm. Look, I know they wish definitely that I was more active, but I'm in there every day. You know, I'm doing my part. I think this needs to feel a little bit more structured. Streaming actually gets me more commissions than I would have without, so technically I'm making a living off of it. Yeah, I have a corporate office job. Believe it or not, I work in a gray cubicle doing a lot of like finance and administrative work. So I make pretty good money, not gonna lie. So in my case, it's just not worth it living in Canada for me to stream full time. I mean, stream full time. I already stream like quite a bit, so it's not it's not like full time is that different, you know. But I stream 4 days a week right now with a full time job, so that's pretty decent. I think for somebody with a full time job, I'm look. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. No, no, definitely not a good idea for you. Getting a paycheck every month is less worrisome. Yeah, yeah, I do quite. Yeah, it is unfortunate though, Zale. I will say, I will admit, I do not like my job very much. It's very boring. I'm not, as you can see, I draw, right? So I'm not somebody who particularly wants to stare at an Excel spreadsheet all day or doing like financial review and stuff like that. But you know, gotta get that paper. You know, I suck at drawing right now because I haven't rested in like 7 months. You're way better than me at it. I mean, how old are you, dude? I feel well. You don't have to tell me your age, but I feel like I've been around the block. You know, I've been drawing a while, and I worked professionally in animation, right? So I have a background of like having worked as an artist professionally. So it's just in my case, I don't know. I've had more time. I'm 30, bro. You're 24. Yeah, I'm 6 years older than you. You know, so I've been drawing way longer. You'll get there. I work professionally as a slave for a trading card company. That sounds terrible. That's fucking horrible. How was that? 60 drawings in 20 days. Damn, that's rough, dude. My quota when I worked in animation was about 350 frames a week. But we used rigs, so it wasn't hand drawn animation, so it was pretty easy to. Well, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy because the quality was pretty high, but it was not horrible. It was not the worst thing in the world. I'm trying to make this feel like it has better form. Right now, it still feels like it's a little, eh, just a little bit more here, I think, and then this could come out just a little bit more. Horrible. Paid good though, not as good. 20 GBP per art, so like around 35 CAD per art. That's not bad. That's not bad. I think when I was working in animation, my salary when I started it was around 900 a week. So we were salaried. So that'd be 900 CAD a week. And then when I got promoted, I became intermediate and I was making 1050 a week. And then I left that industry for a higher paying job. But that was the highest I made when I worked in animation. How do those feet fart? That's an incredible question. You know, I never actually put a lot of thought into it, but I guess if the toenail claps fast enough, you get a nice little cheesy fart out of it. Is that the answer you wanted? Is that what you expected? Stick gooey foot job? I hope that satiates you, because that's as dark as I'm going. What was Zale saying? Though remember, the actual art was literally full illustration. You are satiated. Very good. Very good. The art was literally full illustration. So you guys were doing like actual like fucking like oh, what's it called? Like splash art and shit like that, or like crazy ass illustrations. The hell was that? Follower goal 100. Oh shit! I hit my follower goal. No way. That's crazy, dude. Thank you for following. Thank you for following, Sticky Gooey Foot Job. Fuck. I'm gonna call you Foot Job for short. All right. Sticky Gooey doesn't have the same ring to it. That's crazy, dude. We hit 100 followers. You know what's Zale? You know what's nuts? Literally a month and a half ago, we were at 50, and the first 5 months before that, we struggled incredibly hard to get to 50, and now we're at 100. It's just mind blowing, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's crazy. Thank you, Foot Job. You're definitely making me all sticky gooey with that follow, I will say. I'm sticky and gooed the fuck up. Kind of in an odd way. What, for splash art? Foot Job is perfect. Foot Job is perfect for 100 follower. It kind of is, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Foot Job goes. It's like very on brand. Good job, Footy. I'm proud of you. I unironically reached 100 followers in affiliate for 2 weeks somehow. Really, eh? I struggled so fucking hard to hit affiliate, and the crazy thing is, I think I had an average concurrent of like 6 or 7 at the time that I actually like got my 50 followers. So I had like a weird ratio. So it's leveling out now, but yeah, it was wild. Affiliate when? I'm sorry, I can't read, dude. Did you ask something, Yeti? Sorry if I read that out loud. I don't know what those words mean to me. I wish he was here for last week's homework, Revs. What did we do last week? Oh, yeah, we did feet. Confetti's just waiting to sub and donate. I know she is. I know. She been here, bro. Yeti's one of my OGs. She was here. She was like one of my first viewers. Her and Boba. And I appreciate them for it, but they keep trying to push me to affiliate, and they know I'm not about that life. They know I don't want to spring ads on my viewers. And I know our new viewer Footjob wouldn't want me to, you know. I'm sure they're on my side wherever they are. The ad stuff is ass. Yeah, that's the thing, dude. If I could disable it, I would. Like straight up, I just don't. I don't like ads. I've been very vocal about that, and I think having to force ads is really fucking annoying to me personally. Yeah, there are ways around it, right? Like you can run a 3-minute ad instead of having to. You can run a 3-minute ad instead of doing pre-rolls and shit, which is probably what I would do. Because I piss a lot. I'm a pisser. I will say I got the bladder of like a 5-year-old, so I tend to get up and pee. And as a consequence of that, I have a lot of time to run ads. And so that's probably what I would do. It's probably what I would do. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that works. That looks clean. Stop lying. You physically can't get affiliate right now. I know that is true. I also can't physically get affiliate. I did try, but I only tried because everybody was peer pressuring me. They were bullying me into doing it. I wouldn't have done it otherwise. Yeah, I do that at the start of stream, then I ping my viewers so they don't get ads when they join. Yeah. P streamer moment, I also have that issue. So my thing is I drink and consume food and water and stuff incredibly fast. And so most like my weekend streams aren't too bad. Like I haven't pissed at all today. Well, I haven't pissed during stream, I should say. I pissed all morning, but what I usually do is I drink my coffee really fast in the morning, and then I drink water because I drank a bunch of coffee. And coffee's a diuretic, so I feel dehydrated, and I have to drink a shit ton of water. And then what happens is I consume that all within the span of like an hour and a half, and then for the next 2 hours I'm just pissing every like fucking half hour, and then I don't piss for the rest of the day. You know, it's in quickly and out quickly. All right. So guys, don't worry about me. Okay, I'm not dying. I don't have some crazy illness or anything. I'm just I'm a little bit of a piss machine. I can't help it. You drink 6 liters of water a day? I can't. I don't even know what that is like in terms of content. That sounds like a lot. P stream when though? Ooh, I'm probably gonna need 1,000 followers for a piss stream. I don't even know what I would do. Like piss ASMR. Oh shit! I'm getting messages. All right, guys. So it turns out I'm meeting my friend at 8:30, which is in an hour. So I'm gonna keep streaming. Just came back to Piss Machine. Yeah, we're really embracing this 18 plus arc. Toothpaste was messaging me and he wants me to hang out with him, but he's at jujitsu right now. So when he's done his jujitsu at like 8:30, I'm gonna go hang out with him. How you doing, Otter? How was your Pokemon slash meal? 202 U.S. ounces. I'm Canadian, bro. We use liters too. I just hey Pookies, hello. Otter, you missed a very interesting raid 2 seconds ago. Okay, this is pissing me off. It's not even. Bro can't imagine leaderage. I can, dude. My freaking Canadian ass brain gets leaders. Don't worry, don't worry. I can't sing along with this song. It's tempting though. What happened with this raid? Did I say raid? Oh yeah, we had a weird ass raid. We just had a bunch of people come in and spam hieroglyphs. It was entertaining though. It was Sigil TV. He's fantastic. He was a very nice man. He came in, refused to share his art with us, and then his followers were they were all age appropriate, which is fantastic. Yeah, dude. Yes, somebody said foot job. So our 100th follower was very on brand. Our 100th follower was somebody named Sticky Gooey Foot Job, and their first comment was, "What do they say? How do these feet fart?" We're really embracing the adult audience. At least I hope they're an adult. Oh yeah, for context, Zale. So yeah, I told you right. We booted a bunch of kids out of the community, and so we've pivoted because I'm a little bit of I got a bit of a potty mouth, and so I think it's better that I have a more mature audience. And as a consequence of that, we're drawing in all the weirdos, maybe. I might have to do that too, struggling with Skibidi Riz kids on my own Discord. I will say, Zale, if you're gonna do it sooner rather than later. The harder it becomes way more difficult because, well, first of all, these people have value, right? Like they show up to your stream and they provide you with support and they're loyal and they come all the time and they're really nice. And so it's hurtful and it feels wrong to boot them. But depending on the direction you want to go with your channel, it might be necessary. And I think in my case, I kind of had to pull the ripcord. Unfortunately. They come from stream and start acting edgy. I mean, I'm fine with edgy. I don't mind edgy as long as it's not coming from kids, right? Like it feels to me, my issue is I don't have any issue with edgy, so long as I know that the people I'm talking to are like on level. You know what I mean? But if I'm talking to somebody who's like fucking 16 and they're being edgy, it's gross. I don't know. It's like icky. I don't like it. I don't like it. And it'd been making me feel a little uncomfortable lately, so I had to pivot a little bit. No, for real. It's edgy in the sense of making actual illegal type jokes. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I feel you. But I think teenagers in general, and I know when I was a teenager in particular, I liked hanging out in like more mature spaces, and so I get it. But at the same time, there's if you're the adult, right? So we have a regular here talking about cannibalism every stream. Yeah, that is true. That is true. And dolls. He loves dolls. Nothing wrong with a well done human thigh. Bro, is Dale also a cannibal? Why? Kurt also talks about thighs a lot. I'm a hat. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I'm sure it's naughty. I'm sure you're being edgy. That's okay. God, hands are so rough. No, my actual character in stream is a parasitic hat. Oh, I thought it was like a Harry Potter thing. I'm sorry, I thought it was like the sorting hat. But that makes a lot more sense. And arguing about eating cat girls would be cannibalism or not. I don't know. I don't know if eating cat girls would be cannibalism. I think that. Well, I don't know. Would you say eating a Neanderthal would be cannibalism? Because they're like distant cousins. I feel like cat girls would be in the same sort of genus as us, right? Because we could breed with them, obviously. Otherwise, like, why would you have cat girls? But like, so eating them would probably be the same as like eating a Neanderthal, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. Is eating a monkey cannibalism? No, but it feels wrong. I say that like I've done it. It probably would be wrong if I had done it, is what I meant to say. There's just like shit that's like too close to humans, right? That you just sort of naturally don't want to do. It's like dogs and cats. Like they're so intertwined culturally with us that it's just like there's an extra level of yuckiness when it comes to thinking about stuff like that. Catsnak often talks about wanting to eat groundhogs, though. Yeah, I okay. Look, you got me there. All right, guilty. Where's that Walter White gif? Hold up. Yeah, this one. You got me. I would eat a groundhog. I'm not even joking, guys. Straight up, I'm not even joking. If you guys have good groundhog recipes and you got access to groundhogs, I'll fucking spit roast that. I'll spit roast that baby, dude. I don't care. All right, I'll gobble up some hog. All right. Look, I'm just saying. If you look at them, okay. If you think of rabbits, when you think of eating rabbits, you're like, rabbits are too lean. They're too small. You know. But you look at a groundhog and it's perfect. It literally looks like the fucking One Piece roast. It's like it's the perfect creature. One Piece roast. Where is it? Does this not look like this is like groundhog sized? Like this would be a groundhog, would it not? That's just a hog, dude. A little G hog, you know? They're treasured in America. We have a whole holiday for the groundhog. We do too. You know, they tell us when the season changes, but at the same time, you know, just because you have a job doesn't mean you're immune to being eaten. Niku, yeah, Niku, meat. Uh-oh. The fuck? I didn't mean to minimize clip there, guys. I clicked the wrong button. We're back. We're back, don't worry. I don't like the groundhog holidays because it oftentimes gets you stuck in a time loop. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. What would you guys like to be in Groundhog Day? I feel like it'd be kind of cool. The thing is, you wouldn't be able to travel very far. Do you think you could loophole it by by switching time zones constantly? Like if you're constantly flying west, you're always going back in time. And so you could probably like as long as you're always traveling, you could keep the day going indefinitely. I don't know what a groundhog is. Picture the most delicious looking creature you've ever seen in your life. It's basically that. Okay, you cannot look at this thing and not see it as like the perfect meal. Look at that. It's juicy, it's round, it's plump. It's a herbivore, so its parasite intake is probably very low. Very clean creatures, you know? Very clean creatures. This thing looks so fucking edible, dude. You cannot tell me. There's also I found this journal sample online of a man who swore, okay? This guy yeah, it's a weird capybara. It's a baby capybara. It's a small capybara. It's like a mini capybara. I found this journal entry online, okay? He agrees, good. He agrees, good. It's like it's the perfect size. It's like it's like a good hearty meal. It's like a construction worker's meal, you know? One hog to the face, dude, that shit'll put you out. You'll have the itis after that for sure. But yeah, so I found this journal where this man would routinely talk about how delicious groundhog is. And it was so hype. Now I want to eat a groundhog. Anyways, one day, guys, one day I'll have my hog. All right, I see them walking around all the time on the bike path, taunting me. One day they're not gonna. I'll have the last laugh. You want to eat a whole hog? Yeah, well, a G hog. I should clarify a G hog, a groundhog. Yum. Yay, yum. Pork. Could you maybe critique a couple expressions I drew real quick? Yeah, I think NFT also wanted a critique. So let me give NFT his critique real quick on the animation thing. Was it an animation or was it a drawing? Oh my god, there's a lot of people showing up. Oh, it's the same one? Okay. For context, Zale, you're not going to be able to see what I'm critiquing right now. I'll pull up Seimei's thing real quick and then we'll get into a critique on that. But NFT posted in my Discord. I don't know if you're in the Discord. Oh yeah, you are. Oh shit, you are. Okay, well, so in the Discord, if you go to the art critique channel, NFT posted a little animation. I'm gonna give him a bit of feedback on that. I've given him a few rounds of feedback already, but we'll give him a little bit more, and then we'll give Seimei her revs. All right. So let me play it through. I really, 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 really NFT. I really like the wrist shake on the. Like, I don't know if you referenced that, but it looks very legit. One thing I'll say, the timing on the wrist shake. So as the wrist cranks back and forth, is too stiff. You either need to clear up the spacing on the drawings with the wrist placement, or switch the timing up. I would recommend putting the arm. Let me see on frame. Like the shift between frame Frame 22 and 23 needs a more in between drawing. It needs a more. It just feels like it pops. Or no, sorry. I'm trying to. Let me play it through a couple times. Oh, that's why. Okay. So drawing 25, okay? You hold it, it's on fours, okay? I don't mind I would rather see it on two, and I want to see an extra drawing from frame 26 to 27. And then same thing with drawing frame 31. So frame 31, what did I say? 20, 24. What did I just say? I don't want to see the four frame hold. It's too long and it feels like it feels like it like magnetizes and snaps. It's very stiff. And I think if you put one more drawing in there, easing out of it, it'll be a lot nicer. It'll be a lot nicer, in my opinion. I got comms for animations I haven't done in 8 years. Bro, if somebody commissioned me to do animations, I'd just straight up say no. That ain't worth the effort. That ain't worth the effort. All the IVs aren't done? Okay, but then get rid of the drawings, at least, so that you can feel it out a little bit better. Because it just feels like it sticks. NFT has been improving a lot with his animations, yeah, for sure. Also, I think the hold. Well, I'll wait till you add. I want to see another breakdown between frame. I'm looking at it. Frame 36 and 47. Between 36 and 47, I'm going to repeat that. Between 36 and 47, I want another breakdown. And I think you need to either change up the timing because it holds too long, or you need to get a little creative with the breakdown. So I leave it up to you on what direction you want to take that. But you said something about the wrist. I didn't catch it. Okay. Let me say it again. So on frame 25, starting frame 25, you hold that wrist in position for 4 frames. You don't change the drawing till frame 28. Well, I guess 24. Yeah. Sorry, you hold it on threes. You need one more drawing between 25 and 27, easing out of that pose. You need to ease out of the pose on 25. It sticks. You have it on threes right now. I thought it was fours originally. That's probably where the confusion's from. But you need to ease out of it. Boba, I've actually been stupid sick this week. I've been in bed for 2 days. Well, you can do the homework next week, Otter. The homework next week, I'll put it in the Discord, but the homework is going to be noses. Are you looking at the old one? No. I'm not. I'm looking at the most recent one you posted right above Same's art. And you hold the wrist, like the screen left wrist, on frame 25, holds for 3 frames. You hold it for 25, 26, 27. And then it changes drawing to 28, but it pops out of there and it holds too long. You need one more drawing in there to have it ease out. Okay? Hiya, Renee the good girl. How are you, Renee the good girl? I'm chilling. We drawing. My entire community is just hanging out over on Twitch right now. But I appreciate a nice kick streamer showing up every now and then. Just don't tell me my art sucks, please. I beg you. I can't have another kick streamer tell me my art sucks. And don't tell me to draw your dick either. A lot of people tell me to draw their dick on Kick, and I'm not gonna do it. Okay, not for free, anyways. I can manage my single art takes 100 hours anyways. I'm a snail. Yeah, it's fine, dude. I've been working on this for like a week now. There's probably about like 8 hours, or like probably a good 12 hours into this drawing, not including the line art. Looks really good, not gonna lie, better than me. Hey, don't be mean to yourself. Don't be mean to yourself, Renee. Well, if you ever want to improve, Renee, we do have a little Discord community where you can post art critiques. I will say it is 18 plus, so I would advise not to join if you are under the age of 18. Actually, I would not advise. I would say just don't, because we will kick you. But if you do want art feedback, you're welcome to join, and I will give you feedback live on stream whenever you're around. How's that? All right, ad segment over. Nice to meet another snail. Yeah, dude. It's my shit's slow as fuck. And also, I bounce around drawings a lot. Like, I'm doing this too, and then I'm doing this. And I had another drawing that I actually closed. I saved it as, I think it was under Yeti. Was it? Or Yeti's the samurai guy, isn't it? Yeah. Not that one. What was it under? Was it Sam? Was it Sam? Yeah, it was Sam. I also have to finish these guys, but I accidentally saved it as a PNG, so I flattened the layer. So I gotta separate that line art out. Same though, I bounced in 5 arts this month and finished 4. I bounce between a bunch of different art pieces just to keep things fresh, because I get bored because of how long I take on a certain drawing. It drives me nuts. Where's your Discord? Oh, it's out in the about section. There's a little link there. And if not, one of my mods will send it to you. Your art sucks. Just kidding. Your art is amazing. I love it. Thank you, Yeti. You're incredibly biased though, but it's okay. But yeah, I take a very long time to finish drawings. So I think I've done maybe like 10 drawings all year. Probably. I don't even know. Probably more than that, but I don't count little doodles. All right, now we're going to get into Seimei's feedback. So I'm going to pull up Seimei's drawing, make it a little bit bigger. What the fuck is... Oh, there's a... I was drawing my character on this layer, I think. Let's get rid of the memes, the groundhogs. Oh, I do need that, though. And then we'll add a new layer. And then we'll reduce the opacity on this layer. And then we'll go to my drawing layer so I can erase the thing I had below it. And then we're going to take a red pen. And we're going to do some revs here. So, Seimei, tell me, what kind of emotion are you aiming for on this one? Like, what's the goal here? Renee the good girl, quick question. What is your question, Renee? I'm just gonna call you Renee, because Renee the good girl sounds weird. It sounds weird to say, so I'll just call you Renee. What's your question, Renee? Editing it bit by bit on the BOI expression, so the head was a bit too wide. Which one? Like, I don't know. This one's obviously sad. What's the emotion on this one, though? In love? Do you consider photography art? Of course. Of course. Also, am I a good girl? It's not that kind of stream, unfortunately. Wait until I monetize things before we go down that road. But yes, photography is 100% art, okay? There's a lot of skill in photography, right? There's like focal depth, there's, lens flares, there's all kinds of shit that you could do to art to make it more unique. Catsnak OnlyFans when? Ooh. I balance between the temptation of doing an OnlyFans and becoming a millionaire and never having to work again, and making an OnlyFans, not making a single dollar and getting fired from my job. So, maybe. That's a maybe on that, but it's probably a definite no. It's fucking 4 AQ. Oh, you mean AM. But yeah, Renee, there's a lot of value in photography, and it's a lot, like, there's the timing of the shot, right? This is like instinctual stuff you have to train. There's a lot of stuff when it comes to photography. So yes, it is for sure an art form. Okay, going into this now. If she's in love like this, Seimei, I want to see the eyelids open. She's in awe of what she's seeing, right? You don't, unless you're doing a lustful face, which she wouldn't be because her mouth is wide open. Her eyes would be wide open for you. So I'm not even just gonna get rid of the eyelid. right? And I'm just going to keep what you have here for the shape, because that shape is fine. This shape, I think, needs a little bit more form here. So a little bit rounder. So I'm bringing in this corner here just because it felt a little wide to me for a 3/4 angle. In love, I was going for a kind of fed up expression, hence the BOI next to. I don't know what BOI means. Oh, boy. Okay, I got it. All right, never mind. It's too late to go to sleep. Might as well stay up. That's the right answer. I'm leaving in like 20-ish minutes anyways. I'm going to go hang out with Toothpaste and my buddy from Texas. The fuck did he just say? All right. Now the face. Well, you're stretching it out, so I wouldn't even have like this hard corner here. I would just go boom straight down. She's stretching her jaw out. Okay. Or we can keep a little bit of the cheek there, but I would just have this all one shape. I wouldn't have like an obvious apex point on it. Because if you have an obvious apex point on it, it indicates a little bit like that's sort of the shape of your face when you close your jaw, right? Whereas if your jaw's wide open, it's gonna stretch all that skin out, and in a cartoony way like this, you're just gonna have a more streamlined line. Okay. What toothpaste does Toothpaste recommend? I don't know. That guy hasn't brushed his teeth in years, so no idea. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I have no idea what toothpaste hygiene standards are. Say hi to Toothpaste. Yeehaw. I'll say hi to Toothpaste for sure. I'm sure he misses you too. Actually, I know he does because he talks about you, NFT. Looks in love to you. Oh yeah, she's in love for sure. Now I would say Toothpaste, or not fucking Toothpaste. Seimei. God damn, guys. My brain's all over the place. I would stretch the eyes out. And I would narrow them. The reason I would narrow them is because when somebody is like in shock, or they are stunned, or they are, on drugs or in love or whatever, their pupils dilate. So your pupil goes from this size down to this size. So if you draw an eye here, right? A normal eye might be like this, okay? An eye that is seeing something that strikes interest in it is going to be like this. Like you are in shock, right? And you want to apply that even with the heart shape here. And so I'm going to narrow it and I'm going to stretch it out. This is just what I would do, by the way. This is just what I would do. You could do your own thing. You could say, fuck you, Snack. I don't give a shit. Whack ass art tutorial. But this is just what I would do, okay? Okay, this is what I would do. Calm down. Calm down. All right, calm down. It's just what I would do. Okay? So now that that's done, the mouth. Now, the top of the mouth, whenever you draw an open mouth, does not move. It stays in the same position relative to the eyes because it's attached to the skull. The only part on a skull, if you have a skull here, that moves, is the bottom part. Because it's a hinge, right? Your jaw, this part here has mobility. This darker red part here has mobility. This top part here, it's all attached to the same thing. And so you can't move this top part, okay? It doesn't matter if you lift your head up. This whole chunk here, it stays in one piece. Because it's not hinged. And so this mouth is not going to do much. It's going to stay in a similar spot. Okay, and then the mouth, the teeth, they're attached to the skull, same idea. And then we're going to stretch this out, but I'm going to, again, straighten out the lines, really show the tension. And then, what else could you do here? We're going to round it out just because her facial form is a little bit rounder, so we'll round it out a little bit. Looks in love to you. She is in love, but she could be more in love. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, Renee. We could push it. That's the goal here. Now, the ears, to me, in my opinion, they need more appealing structure. And what I mean by that is the general shape is just it just doesn't work to me. It looks too amorphous. It looks very blobby. And it could just be the lines, right? It could just be the line weight. So we could probably do it, but we gotta apply a little bit of line weight in certain areas. And then what I would do is I would bring this ear in a little bit so that we can keep this curve going through the pose, right? Because if you put this out here, it breaks, you get this sort of ugly negative space here, and it breaks up the pose a little bit much. And so I'm going to keep this ear straightened out to have a better flow on the pose. Another question? Yes, Renee, let's hear your question. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Yeah, maybe we could just keep it like that a little bit. That's fine. And then same thing with this side. I'm going to sort of try and get rid of that negative space. Could you consider Lego, bricks, and toys to be art? Yeah, sure. Why not? There's some pretty creative things you could do with Lego. And then again, like I said, I'm pulling it in. I'm keeping a little bit of this negative space. I'm just toning it down a little bit. And then what we could do is we could pull this ear in, right? And we're going to add overlap. Why are we adding overlap? It creates more depth. Oops. Oh my God, can I hit the right button? For the love of Christ. Okay, there we go. And now I'm realizing this ear is not even in height. What does toothpaste say about you? He says you remind him of him when he's younger. And he says you try and rush things similar to how he did when he first started, and you try and skip layers. Gog meat? G-hog meat. Oh fuck. It's Otter's boyfriend. Hell yeah, dude. Welcome. Yeah, dude. We love that G-hog meat, dude. Nice little plump hog. I'd fucking snack on that thing all day, bro. And that ain't just because it's my name, you know? Renee says, for example, if you build an accurate human skull out of Lego pieces, they could be art, right? Yeah, 100%, dude. 100%. And I think, you know what? It's even more art if you're freestyling it and you're doing your own creative work with it, you know? If you're using a kit, it's still art. But I think it's more artistic if you're just using loose pieces and getting real wild with it. What up, Otters BF? How you doing, Doug? I've heard so much about you. All great things, by the way. And I'm very glad that you're Team Hog. They look too plump and delicious to not smear barbecue sauce all over them and then spit roast them for hours. I don't know. That's just me, though. Sup, Rat Gang? Look, man. Okay, do we have to fucking ban this guy immediately? Otter, did you not teach him that rat is a slur in this community and we do not use the word rat that loosely? Uh-huh, mouse. Uh-huh. I see you. I see you. That's okay. Renee says, it's imagination made onto tiny pieces that create something new. I find it amazing. Yeah, it's sick, dude. It's sick. Yeah, it's definitely art. But yeah, so I'm pulling in this negative space a little bit, Same. I don't know, it's probably not really reading super well, but that would be my advice to you, is try and find a way to break up this negative space that you have here, because if you're stretching out the face, you want a nicer flow to it. You literally just corrected him, mouse. Yeah. When's the stream where you draw the good hog meat? Ooh. Oh my god. Where did I just inhale? What the fuck is in my mouth? Gross, dude. Hog meat. Ooh. What if I did... Guys, how insane would it be if I practiced drawing like anime-style delicious food but all I did was draw like spit roast hogs. Ooh, that's tempting. That's tempting. Renee, you find it amazing? Yeah, it's dope, dude. It's dope. Different ways to cook hog. Yeah, we got what's that quote from like Forrest Gump? We you got like you got shrimp jumbo, you got barbecue shrimp, lemon shrimp, brine shrimp. Like I don't know, he's just listing off all the billion different ways you could cook shrimp. That's gonna be me with hogs, dude. I'm gonna I'm gonna call it cat snack hog. Okay, yeah, so that's that for that. And then if you want to push it even more, Same, what you can do is you can take these little fluff balls and you can angle them down. Okay? And if you angle them down, then you're gonna get sort of like this tension, like she's rising up, like she just instantly reacted and saw something, right? I'm not gonna break these balls down too much. I'll let you figure it out, but that's another thing you could do. Again, thinking of the sort of outside silhouette here as it comes down, all going into this peak on the ears. And then so if we look at that, I mean it's obviously incomplete, but I think it reads a little bit more expressive. I guess yours is kind of a little bit more lusty. Mine is kind of like she just saw like a hunk and she's going like hummina, awooga, awooga, like. But yeah, maybe if the goal was to do it a little bit more lusty, I would have done it a little bit differently. I think I maybe misinterpreted the emotion you were going for here, but who knows? Different ways to cook hog, yeah. Well, hey, dude, Azale, I'll raid you whenever I can, And if you see me cooking up some hog on stream, you're welcome to stop by. You don't even need to raid me, dude. You can just come say hello. That works too. That works for me. All right, guys, you guys are gonna hate me. I know I was talking all that good shit about how I don't have to piss, but I gotta piss really, really, really fucking bad. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go drain my cock. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm back, and I'm about 2 pounds lighter. What did I say? Catsnak promised us he would draw big hogs once, but it didn't happen. I don't think I ever promised that. You're just making shit up. I end stream usually before you start. That's why it's tough. Yeah, well, I mean, you stream so much, dude. It's like it's hard to find the time. But it's like that doesn't really matter, anyways. I like you don't have to raid me. I'll keep raiding you. I just like the grind. To be quite honest, Zale, I like the zeal you have and the enthusiasm for drawing, and that's why I like your brand. I like your stuff. And what was I gonna say? I stream Zale, by the way, at the exact same time every single week. My schedule is in the Discord under the schedule tab, and it doesn't change. It's been like that for months now, and maybe we'll change it in the future. But for now, that's more or less my schedule. Friday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And Monday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, believe it or not. Fried in 500-degree peanut oil, 500 Fahrenheit. I don't know how many C's. Probably like 200 something. Yeah, 260 Celsius for the Canadian. Thank you. C's up, dude. F's down. The Queen is dead. Yeah, I know. It's a day to remember, for sure. If I die, I don't draw. It's a condition. I die if I don't draw. I thought you were saying if I die, I don't draw. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. You'd be dead. But yeah, I die if I don't draw. It's a condition. Very rare condition. 2 days without drawing and my arms blow up. Damn. I go a very long time. Well, actually, that's not true. I've been drawing quite a bit off stream. I've been a bit of a grinder lately. Not to be confused with the app, guys. Not that kind of grinder, okay? That nobody put hashtag ! Gay or whatever it is you guys do whenever I say something gay, okay? Don't do that. Don't check my gay level. I knew giving. There you go. Catsnak is a bit zesty today. I also grind. Yeah, you do. How gay is Catsnak? 42% gay. That's not bad, dude. We're improving. I'm almost cured. I'm almost cured. We were at 69% earlier. Conversion therapy is working. Catsnak is a grinder. Not that kind. Not that kind. And this is a grinder community. It is, actually. Believe it or not, it is. When's the hog party? One day. One day we'll do some delicious hogs. It's not really on my game plan right now. I don't even know what my game plan is right now. Finishing these drawings is definitely part of my game plan, though, I will say. And then once these guys are done, maybe somebody could push me towards hogging. Getting a little having a little bit of a hog down. Now I see why Otter wanted me to join. Are you a gay enjoyer, Otter's boyfriend? That would be quite ironic if you were. Oh, wow. What about the other one? The boy one. Oh, yeah, that's true. We're doing that too. Okay, yes. Let's do the revision on that. Okay, so this one, I'm seeing some layering issues. And I'll explain what I mean by that in just a little bit of a second here when I go into it. I also realize I'm drawing this on the wrong layer. Oops, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I'll survive. It's fine. Let's go back to my correction pen. So what do I mean by layering issues? Well, if you see Seimei, this rabbit's eyes overlap her eyebrows, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. The eyebrows, especially on a downward tilt, would overlap the eyes. Okay, and so that's giving you a weird feeling in the eyes there. Unless he has something to tell me, I don't know. All right, you guys, don't get into it tough on my chat. Come on. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so even when the head is down, okay, if the head's down, you're gonna get some coverage over the eyes. So if you have the eyebrows, right, they're gonna be covering the eyes. Because the eyebrows have a plane to them, right? They stick out like this on most characters, and then you would have the eyes down here, and then whatever, and then the nose or whatever. And so this level, when you tilt it down, if you're looking at somebody like this, okay, this is your eye level, and then if you take their head and you tilt it, well, now, and you tilt the head down, the brows are going to be covering the eye, and so you're going to get this coverage here. And so that's why this is feeling a little weird, because her head is tilted down, similar to this, but the eyebrow is behind the eye. Drawing boys. Yeah, stop. Yeah, stop. Origination. We're drawing boys. Fuck. My gay percentage just went up there, guys. Don't clip that, please. Please trust me. I love girls. I love girls. I thought it'd be easier to break the news to her online. Yeah, Otter. Me and your boyfriend were a thing now. By the way, heads up. My gay percentage went up a little bit, and I'm changing teams. Fuck. Okay, I lied. I lied. All right, I'm almost cured, dude. We're almost there. We're almost free of this illness. By the way, guys, if that's offensive to you, my joke there, I don't care. I don't care. This is edgy snack art, dude. Fuck. I can't talk. I was gonna say edgy snack arc, okay, but I fumbled it. Like, there's two ways to fumble up talking to somebody, and this happens when you're flirting, or it happens when you're, just risen somebody up. Mostly when you're flirting, okay. And if you're flirting somebody and you stutter and you fuck up your word, you instantly sound lame. There's no recovery unless you do the trick that I'm doing right now, where you draw attention to it, and then it makes you look self-aware. Little trick, guys. Little trick. And then the alternative to stuttering in text form is throwing out a typo. If you throw out a typo, you might as well have just stuttered, dude. You fumbled it. You fucked it up. Otter's boyfriend is 70% gay. Wow, you're immune to gay. I will say, I do like this new little percentage bit that we're going with. Por qué no los dos? Oh yeah, I guess you could be. You could be. You're gonna have to bring it up with my mods, though. They're the ones setting up all these rigged ass gay percentage meters. Okay? I'm at the whims of them. So, Sammy, all that to say, this is a long-winded way of saying, just make sure your eyebrows, if your head is at a down tilt like this and the character's sad, make sure the eyebrows are over top of the eye. Okay? Because you're also flexing muscles that are going to compress, and they're going to create this line here. Now, with that said, there's some other stuff I would do. So I would start with the eyebrows. In a pose like this, I always start with the eyebrows. How gay is Confetti Yeti mod abuse? Wait, is it mod only, Boba? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mods, are you guys being abusive? Are you abusing your power? Do I have to unmod some of you? What was I going to say? Yeah, so normally in this pose, Sammy, I'm just going to draw the head. So we'll draw a circle for the head. Okay, so you got her head like this. The circle's not going to be the prettiest circle in the whole wide world, but it's going to be a circle. Or we'll pretend it is for the sake of this discussion. And then from there, I'm going to put a center line in. Much like you have, I can see you have a center line, so I'm just going to mimic your center line placement. I'm going to throw in a cheek here. I'll try and follow sort of the general shape language you're using. And then the jaw, I would bring in. And even if she's a rabbit, okay, and even if her ear is higher up, her jaw is still going to align more or less in the same spot. Because the thing that determines a lot of anatomy shifts and a lot of anatomy changes is the flesh over top, right? But the bone structure underneath is going to stay the same. And so I would put her jaw like this, right? You can pretend like she has an ear here. Obviously, she's a rabbit, so she doesn't. But I would keep that like that, and then from here I would add the eyebrows. So this is how I would do it. I would do the eyebrows. And I would keep the line lighter on the bottom here than I would on the top. I don't know why, that's just how I like to do it stylistically. I was trying to explain why I would do that earlier, but it wasn't a very good explanation. Next, we're going to throw the eyes. Your eyes are too low. Okay, and I think it's because you're trying to show the whole eye here, but with a down tilt, you're going to shorten the eye. So if your eye is front on like this, and this is the size of your eye, right, front on, well, when you're tilting it down, it's going to get compressed. It's going to tilt at a different angle. And that just sort of comes down to our cubes, right? If we're drawing a cube and it's got an angle to it and you're seeing more of the top of it, well, the front face is going to be slightly compressed, right? Whereas if it's front on, it might look bigger. And then you wouldn't really see the sides at all. Maybe you see a little bit. But it's going to look bigger. And so you need to compress the eye here also when you're tilting the head down. Dude, the amount of fucking bot shit in chat right now is so distracting, Boba. I can't read what people are saying. Let me catch up with chat. Immune to gay. Otter's 51% gay. That makes sense. That checks out. Damn, no percentage. Try again. Okay, you're just spamming how gay. Okay, we're just doing gay shit in chat. All right, got it. I just want to make sure I wasn't missing any messages. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm just gonna bring the eye height up because I think it's too low as it is. And then I'm gonna bring the eyelid down, following this sort of sphere shape. That's why I have these eyelids wrapping. And then I'm just gonna keep the iris right where you had it. Same deal with the bottom here. Wrap, wrap. And that's sort of how I would change it. Alrighty, we gotta go lay down. I feel a protein coma coming for me. Good night, babies. Alright, peace, dude. I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you, Otter's boyfriend, for stopping by. I know your name, but since you're a Twitch chatter, you're forever Otter's boyfriend now. See you guys in another one. He says good night. Alright, I appreciate it. I'm gonna wrap up soon anyways, because I gotta go meet my boy. I actually gotta check my Discord messages. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna finish this revision, guys, and then I think we're gonna wrap up stream. Why am I selecting this whole thing? Alright. And then the nose, same way, I would bring it up. Something like that. And that's how I would do it. And then I would, if you're asking me stylistically what I would do, I'd also bring in the chin. Make it a little cuter by shortening the head. That's just what I would do. And so we got something more like this instead of that. And I think it'll read a little bit better. Yeah, how gay is Snack? Guys, I'm not gay, okay? For the bazillionth time, I'm not gay. And you're not going to convince me otherwise. My place in heaven, dude, it's locked in. Okay? God's going to be waiting for me to the red carpet. Why the fuck is this not flipping? Okay, there we go. Yeah, Snack's a little fruity today. Oh, there you go. The A-ball knows what's up. Alright, Sammy, does that help? And then you have her chest facing this direction. To me, that strikes me as a little bit too tilted. I mean, you could turn your head that much, like where it's like basically your eye line is like parallel to your shoulders or to your collarbone, but that's an extreme head tilt, right? Like, nobody really hits that pose naturally. It feels a little forced. It doesn't feel organic. And so I would say rotate the chest in slightly more. I guess you kind of have it a little bit more rotated in. Something like that, maybe. I just kind of brought the boobs up a little bit because they feel a little low. Right? Something like that. I meant gay. Fuck. Gay fuck. You guys are having so much fun. Almost too much fun. It's like distracting. I'm gonna have to lay down the law. I'm just kidding. Alright, guys, who the hell are we raiding? Sammy, does this help? Do you want me to throw these screenshots in the Discord? I can do that if that helps. You could raid gay bruises? Oh yeah, I guess I could. I'll do that. I'll do that. Let me just drop this in there. And then... what the fuck? Weren't you raiding that one person from the raid? Well, I don't know what they're doing on stream. I will. I'll keep them in mind next time. The Hawk Tour or whatever person. I can't. Yeah, I can't remember their name. We'll do Gay Bruises though, because I actually know Gay and I've never raided her before, and she seems very nice. So I'll throw her a little bit of a raid. I think she's a gamer though. She's kind of doing Overwatch. Whatever. We say fuck it. Just because she's a friend of the family, and just because she's one of Ghoulies' viewer. So we'll throw her a little bit of a raidy poo. So let's save this. I'm gonna throw this a little save, and then we're gonna start the raid. And then I will see you guys all tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern time. You know the deal. We hit 100 followers today, dude. I didn't think we were gonna do it the first stream. That's crazy. We did it. We did it the first stream back. All right. So yeah, let's start the raid. /raid. Thank you all for coming out. I will catch you in the next one. It's crazy that there's a 10-second countdown because I feel like I always wrap up before that. Then I'm awkwardly just waiting here. And have a good date, Snack. I will. Thank you for showing up, Zale. I appreciate you. Origination, thank you so much. I will catch you live next time you're live. I appreciate you. I respect you showing up. So, bye-bye, guys. I will see you in the next one. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.